Gonna wait for a few more people.
I'm gonna watch the waiting room and I'm gonna let people in.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Ellyn Gerstel. I am your Regional Director of Business Development for the AIC Hotel Group, which is the Hard Rock All Inclusives in Mexico and the Dominican Republic, Unico Resort in Riviera Maya and Riviera Nayarit. We are the Ava Resort Cancun and the Nobu Miami, Los Cabos, Chicago, and Eden Rock in Miami. I have been with AIC for the last 15 years. The first concert I ever attended was the Jackson 5. And the last concert I attended, which just has to be updated, is B.O.B. And my favorite artist is Prince. So we'd like to give you a little bit about our music background. Our motto as a hotel group is all day, all night, all included. So where the Hard Rocks really shine is that we offer more things to do during the day and the evening for your guests. So hopefully everybody is signed up on allinagents.com. If you are not signed up on here, please do so. This is your agent website. So this is where you will find information about the resorts. You can register bookings here. You can make bookings here. If you need any information on restaurants, on weddings, this is your site that you go to. If you do book on here, you get 15% commission, double amplified rewards money, and your bookings get registered for you. If you book with your preferred tour operator, then you still have to register your bookings. Every time you sell us, you get both a point for travel for yourself, bonus money, and extra commission. So this is our app for clients when they're on property. It's called the RCD app. We highly recommend you have your clients download this before they arrive. Something that we have brought back is our resort credit, and our resort credit is good at all the properties. It's $200 per night. As you can see at Hard Rock Cancun, it's for spa, for golf, Hard Rock Vallarta spa tours, beauty at Cabo. So you can use it for bowling at Hard Rock Riviera Maya. So we have all these great things that we can use your resort credit for. And then at Ava, you can use it for spa and golf and beauty salon. And at Unico, spa, golf, and selected beauty also. So the resort credit is great. The clients pay a 35% resort fee. So for every $100 they spend, they pay $35. So it's basically a 65% off discount. So for us, everybody is a rock star. And I don't really go through every room and every room category in our hotels because I feel like that gets a little overwhelming for the agents. But I just like to pull out a few so you can see them. So this is our Caribbean suite in Punta Cana. These rooms have been renovated. They used to have jacuzzis in them. We took them out and we added the sofa bed and we added the soaking tubs on the balcony. This could be either two full beds, two kings, I'm sorry, one king. So we have different room categories. And then, of course, we have our family suites in Punta Cana. This is a king suite room. This is our brand new rooms in Cancun. So in Cancun, the rooms are going through renovations, and this is what their brand new rooms will look like. They're doing 5 rooms at a time, floor by floor. This hotel will close in August and reopen in December after the full renovation of the lobby and the restaurants take place. This is an Ocean View Room King at Cabo. So those are basically just some of our basic rooms. I like to show some entry level so you can get a feeling of what they look like. Again, most of our rooms are either one king, two queens, or two doubles, depending on the resorts. We do have family suites, which is a king room that connects to a room with two double beds. And that's a way we guarantee our connecting rooms. So, of course, we have great restaurants. We've changed most of our buffets into a market restaurant, which is a restaurant that has stations. So you go up, you have your eggs to order, you have your burgers to order, you'll have your pizza to order, you can have sandwiches. So it changes from breakfast to lunch to dinner where you have stations. And this gets rid of your typical buffet where you're standing on a line. So now this is what we have in those areas. So the good thing about the Hard Rocks is every restaurant in every property has exactly the same name. So Chow is our Italian restaurant in every resort. So this is Chow in Puerto Vallarta. I could tell that by the ceiling and the windows, and the views. This restaurant has amazing sunset views. So, but then again, Chow in all the hotels is our Italian restaurant. Toro Steakhouse, I think it says its name, and Toro Steakhouse is always in the same, it's called Toro in all the restaurants. Zen is our Asian. It will either be tapanaki or sit down. Y is our adults only Thai restaurant in Hard Rock Riviera Maya. So those are just some examples. We take food very serious. We have food and wine festivals. We have lots of different events. We change our chefs. We try to change our menu. So we try to keep it fresh and new. Amazing spas. As I said, you get $200 per night on resort credit. You can use it at the spa. So if a spa treatment is $200, you pay $70 for the treatment in the spas because of the resort credit. And then we always have our relaxation rooms. You can go read a book beforehand and relax. But we do have incredible spas. I think I've used every spa that we have at least to try something at least once. So this is some more spas. So there's a big misconception that Hard Rock is not family friendly, which is exactly the opposite. So we have great family options. We just redid the kids clubs in Hard Rock Riviera Maya and in Punta Cana, and this is a little peek of them I'll show you. But a fun fact, 45% of our guests are families. We are great for your multi-family groups. So these are our kids clubs, great slides. I've gone down the slides. We have lots to do. There's people there for activities. And in Punta Cana and in Riviera Maya, we have this great big water park, which is included. And the kids club is for 4 and up. So the child must be 4 to be in the kids club without a parent. Big slides. We have slides for little kids, slides for big adult kids. We have, a slide for every age. I think you could spend your entire day at the water park. And then we have little splash pools for your little kids under, 4 years old that want, the parents stay with them. And then they have these great splash parks. We have bowling in Cabo, in Riviera Maya, in Punta Cana. We do have bowling alleys. This is an additional, so you can use your resort credit for it. And then Vibe City is where our computer games are, more for teenagers to hang out in, kids that want to be gaming. So we have that available. So as I said, Hard Rock Cancun will be closing next summer, and then we'll be going through an entire renovation. As I said, we've been doing the rooms by rooms right now, but it will close for the hard banging, walls, um, the lobby area, restaurants, and all that good stuff. So actually did close the pool, close the pool. We closed the resort last fall, a year ago now, in the fall, and we redid all the pool areas. Hard Rock Cancun is on an amazing white sand beach. And this is some snapshots of the pool, some of our bars. This is our current bar now, so this will be all renovated, taken out, and will look totally different. So moving on to Hard Rock Punta Cana, 1,787 rooms, third largest casino in the Caribbean. It is on a beautiful white sand beach with beautiful clear water. And then again with this resort, the pools were closed and we renovated them. We have an adults only pool here. This is our moon lounge. So this is adults only, obviously. It's on one of our bars, pool table, silent discos, different theme nights. So it has a lot of activities in the evening. Again, third largest casino in the Caribbean. We use US dollars, US rules. It is a Las Vegas style casino. And then we have our Oro nightclub, depending on the time of year and the occupancy. And hotel guests get in for free up to a certain time. And then after that, it is a paid nightclub. It is open to the public. Moving to the west coast of Mexico, we are in Hard Rock Vallarta. West Coast, darker sand, colder water because it is the Pacific Ocean, but we do have a beautiful swimmable beach. This beach, I think it's beautiful because you can walk on it for a really long time. Um, and it's really like this pretty color. It reminds me of the beaches on by us, but it has like some dark crystally sand. It has some gold specks in it. It's really pretty. So great pools here, one of our sun bars. It's the smallest of all properties, Puerto Vallarta, at 347 rooms. This resort will also close next fall, I believe August, and then it will open in December for a full renovation as well. Hard Rock Riviera Maya. Moving on to that, it's two sides. One is an adults only area, 18 and over, and the other part of the hotel is family friendly. Anybody over 18 can go to the adults only side of the property. And on that side, we have three amazing restaurants. And those restaurants could be used by anybody at night, but during the day, only adults staying in the Heaven adults only section can use the pool and one of the restaurants over there during the day. This is our other pool areas. This is one of our nightclubs. Fun fact, Jim Morrison's hair is made out of records. And this is our lounge, Club Heaven, one of our bars. So, also in Riviera Maya, as I said, we have a great water park. We have lots of things to do. I think Hard Rock Riviera Maya and Punta Cana are the perfect choice for a family, multi-generational family vacation. This is your overview of Los Cabos. So the desert meets the sea. Looking at this picture, you can see there's water slides onto your right. And then we have about 5 pools here, all different types of pool, and there is an adults only pool. So this is an overview of it. So this beach is not swimmable. Cabo's water is very rough. It is, though, a beautiful beach. We have amazing pools that overlook the views. And then we have this cool red pool. This is a quiet area. We once painted it blue, but everybody wanted it back to red. And then if you sit at the Moon Lounge in the day or the evening, you see amazing sunsets. But also during like this time of year, you could see the whales and dolphins and everything go by the hotel. So it is amazing for whale watching. This is one of the bars, and this is usually the time of year when that happens. So you could sit in the bar, sit outside and watch it. This is our adults only swimming pool. So those are the Hard Rocks. Feel free to ask me any questions. I can't really see the questions that are up there, but after we will go through them. And then we have our Unico collection. So Unico is our adults only, 18 and over. It is basically coordinated. So Unico 2087 is our Riviera Maya. And this property, we really try to immerse in the local culture. So I say Unico is for your affluential, influential traveler that wants to immerse in local culture. The resorts were designed by women, so you could see a lot of the fine touches that are in there with the USBs and the makeup mirror around the property. So this is Unico Riviera Maya. It is shaped like a U. The entire property does face the ocean, but due to the strict foliage, you can't touch the mangroves around here. There are obstructed views. So we do recommend if someone has to have an ocean view that you book them on the fourth or fifth floor of the building. This is the king room. The great thing about this property is that every single room looks exactly the same. What changes is the location and the view. Also, we have 52 rooms with 2 queen beds. And then we have 3 pools here. And then we have our all a la carte restaurants. So this is our Mexican, Cuerva Siete. Mi Carissa is our Italian, our bar bomb. Palmera Lounge is our lounge. Um, so every year at Unico Riviera Maya, we do Summer Superbia. We do now the Superbia, which is our wine and food festival. And the reason we do a Summer Superbia is that most all-inclusives for adults only are pretty quiet in the summer. So we try to keep it fluid and active and lots to do. So that's why we have these full food and wine festivals. Riviera Nayarit, brand new resort. I actually was there in the beginning of December. This opened in July. It is stunning. 141 rooms. It is now our smallest property. This is what the rooms look like. This is when you first walk into the resort and you walk in and you are like, oh my God, this is absolutely beautiful. So it is breathtaking when you come in. It has a beautiful lobby that is also a bar. And then we have this really cool rooftop view that overlooks the ocean. And again, you could see, we saw dolphins when we were there. And then we have a rooftop restaurant. Cabanas up there. Aqua Madre is our Mexican restaurant that is, I would say, this is like being in your Mexican grandma's kitchen and having home cooked Mexican meals. Kobo restaurant is our Asian. I did not eat here. I did eat in Leo restaurant. That is our Italian. The food was amazing. This is our Unico Vallarta Cafe. And we have this one in Riviera Maya as well. Um, Cappuccinos, espressos, avocado toast, donuts, cookies, pastries, sandwiches. And it's usually open till 2 a.m. This is our wellness center. So that's a little bit about that. Coming next year is Unico Montego Bay. So this is in the process of being built. Here is some sneak peek of the rooms. Our lobby, spa, wine tasting, nightclub. So this is a little sneak peek. And then we will have Unico Punta Cana. And then moving on to our Ava Resort. So hopefully everybody's heard of this. It's our brand new Ava Resort. It is a year old now. It is 8 minutes outside of Cancun, south. You can literally be at the hotel from the airport in 9 minutes. Um, this is one of our pools. Behind it is the Ava Bay. Behind it is another kids pool. And then there's an adults only pool. So here's a quick little video. Deb came with me to Ava. So if you need more information, then I'm going to give you. She can tell you about it from her perspective. Um, it's an amazing resort. 100% oceanfront. Every single room faces the ocean. This is a picture of one of our pool areas. This is our Aquatico pool. This is a family-friendly pool. And then, as I said, every single room is oceanfront. So we do promise you incredible views. The rooms are super comfortable. The beds are very comfortable. You could sit on your balcony and just be totally relaxed. The food here is amazing. We have our black iron wood fire grill. This is our steakhouse. We also have the Butcher, which is another one of our steakhouses. Chesmois is our French restaurant, where I think the food here is to die for. Copal Taco Stand. If you miss getting a taco here, you've missed out. This taco stand is open till 2 a.m. You can get a taco, you can hang out and have a cocktail, a beer and a taco. They make them fresh right there for you. The bars and nightlife, we have our cocktail bar, which is in between our restaurants. Then, of course, we have our tequila bar, we have our cantina, we have there's about 17 restaurants. There's a few adults only, Bao, Chesmois, those are adults only. We have two different MX plazas, which are buffets, which are more like stations. We have two steakhouses, we have two Asians, there's a Kita, there's uh Levo, which is our Mediterranean. So there's so many different food options here. This is our spa. This is the only spa I haven't used. I think that I need a trip, right? And then we have our Avatines Club, lounge. We have a bowling alley, game hubs. This is all extra. And then, of course, we have our Nobu hotels in Miami, Cabo, Chicago. So keep them in mind for your clients that want that Nobu experience. Nobu hotels are EP. They are not all inclusive. So we have our wedding department. So if you do have wedding clients, our wedding website is allinweddings.com. This is a very easy interactive site where you could check your availability, calculate your wedding. We do vow renewers. Um, so this is a really easy, amazing site. It's allinweddings.com. We have a calculator on here. So a couple can get a estimate on what their price of their wedding is going to be. They put in their pricing and all that, their amount of rooms, and then they can get a price. So this is really a cool working tool. And then, of course, as I said, we just revamped actually allinagents.com. If you are not signed up, please do sign up on there. And please remember to make sure you register all of your bookings. And then, as I said, you get R&R points for your own personal stay. You get amplified rewards, bonus money, and of course, the more you sell, the higher your status is with us. So I saw there were some questions. Um, I can't, oh, they want a day pass. They have to do a day pass on property. I can't do it in advance, so they'd have to do it while they're there to get a day pass.
So they would go to the actual hotel.
Yep, I can only do day passes for travel agents. I can't.
Right.
And it's really based on how busy the hotel is, or they could call the hotel when they're there. We're not big on day passes, to be honest. We don't like cruise ships to come in and do day passes. So, we don't really push them, and the hotel has to be under 85% occupancy for us to even do a day pass. We're very strict with them. Like we don't want because it takes away from the experience of other people that are there already. And honestly, it people that are there on day passes, we usually have more issues with them than not. So that's my opinion, and that's, but they have to be done there.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other?
Um,
That's the only questions I see.
yes. Anybody have any other questions? You can feel free to unmute yourself or you can type it in the chat.
I try not to go too crazy in room categories. I try to keep it simple because I feel that when I give you too much information, it becomes um a lot for people and like you're not remembering. So I'd
Right.
rather answer questions that um you have versus, me going through in the entire everything we do.
Right. Do you have off-site activities available to purchase?
Yes, of course. Like water sports or anything like that, you mean?
Like an excursion?
Yes, so
Um,
we have an excursion desk always at all the properties. And if, they can help, there's always somebody sitting there at an excursion desk, or you could do them beforehand with our vacation makers or, so there's always activities that they can purchase.
Perfect. Thank you. I just want to reiterate the Ava Resort. We stayed there last year. It's one of my favorite resorts that I have stayed at. The food was amazing. It never felt crowded like some resorts can feel, especially when everybody's in the pool and everybody's having a good time. Um, I just thought it was a great resort. Very, I don't want to say upscale, but a little bit more upscale than, like a normal family friendly resort. I loved it.
Oh, you know what?
Um,
I think I forgot to talk about the bay. So at Ava, we do have a 2.5-acre pool, which is a saltwater pool that we call our Alva Bay. And we do water sports in there. So paddleboarding, kayaking. It has an obstacle course in there. So we really use it because the beach can be a little seaweedy. So we do our water sports in there.
And it is gradual, what do they call that? Incline?
A zero entry.
Yes. So if you do have, say, older adults, that can't go down the stairs or, can't handle large steps, it does go in gradually. And that was nice.
And every one of our properties does have handicap rooms. We just need to know in advance so we could, of course, reserve them.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Anybody else have any other questions for Ellen?
Hey, this is James. I had a quick question that I just wanted to just clarify. You said that it's $200 a day credit. Was that correct?
Resort credit.
Resort credit, yes. But um, yeah, you said something about $35 per $100.
They pay
So
35% service fee.
okay, they pay 30. Okay, so if just say I'm just going to keep it simple. If they get a service for $100, they end up paying $35 for that service. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, great, great. I just wanted to make sure that I understood that correctly.
Yep, that has been perfect.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
And I
Any
also
other questions?
Any other questions? I just want to remind you guys that if you are booking Hard Rock Hotels, whether it's direct with allinagents.com or if you're using another tour operator, um, please register your bookings. If you do not, you are leaving money on the table, and that's money that goes directly to you and or points that go directly to you that you can use. I think it's like a virtual Visa card or something
Correct.
that they put the money on, or it's points for stays that you can use.
Nope, it's both.
Oh,
So
it's
you get
both.
both.
Oh,
You
even
get
better.
both. You get both with us.
Even better.
So you get both, and you get both points, and you get um comp nights activities. So you
E
get points for your nights, and you have
Money to spend while you're there.
right, or money to buy. Listen, I know someone that did their entire floor. I mean, she sold a big group, but she redid her downstairs floor with the money she got from, Amplified Rewards money.
Nice. Nice. So just remember that if you are booking the Hard Rock, it could be one room, it could be 10 rooms, whatever you're booking.
Right,
Please
because
remember,
one room pays for gas.
right? Or your Starbucks for a week.
Right.
Um,
No, well, I don't know, but Starbucks for a week, you need like a lot of money.
oh yeah, I could think so. I don't drink Starbucks, I don't know. But yeah, definitely log your bookings because that's money that goes directly to you and points for free stays. So when you earn points with the Hard Rock, whether it's Hard Rock, Unico, Ava,
Um,
anything like that, those points can be used for free nights for you to stay.
correct. Right, for
So
you and a
just keep that
guest,
in
so it's
mind.
nice.
Yes, absolutely. And you work hard, so it's nice to have those perks for yourself. Anybody else have any other questions before we let Ellen go? Let me
I mean,
check.
as I said, I try to keep it simple because, when you get too much information from a supplier and you do a 2 hour webinar at night, you're falling asleep on me. So
Correct.
I love to just keep it simple to the point, but I always want you guys to ask me any questions that you have. Don't be afraid to ask. No question is a bad answer question. I don't expect you to know everything. So, as I said, if you go, make sure you register the bookings or even sign up on All in Agents because then you can play around in there and look at, if there was a question that you didn't want to ask, you could find it in there. You could see the room categories.
I was just gonna mention that. that you can go in allinagents.com. If you're looking for a resort for a client of yours, you can go in allinagents.com and look up the different resorts and the different room categories and all of that. So that's also a great resource if you're looking for something. Ellen, would you
Oh,
mind putting your email in the
I
chat by
just
any
did.
chance?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Just did.
perfect. Perfect. And again, if you need to speak to Ellen, please feel free to reach out. Her email is in the chat. If not, you can also contact myself. It is on our school website. So definitely take a look there too if you need to
And
reach
if
out.
you're not on my Facebook group, not my personal, but my group is Everything AIC, New York and New England travel agents only. It is a travel agent only page where we have lots of information. I post things there. So that's where I post all information about what's going on.
Yes, and because you are part of Just Adventures that is in New York, you are able to sign up for that Facebook
Great,
um,
correct.
group because
Right.
Just Adventures is in New York, even if you do not live in New York.
So feel free to sign up and then I'll post pictures of the new resorts. I put pictures in there. I'll put specials, if we're having a sale or we have any, good promotions, like when we had Black Friday, I put that in all that goes in there. So it's a good website to just peek and look at.
Right, especially if you are on Facebook. There are resources that Ellen does put in there, pictures and stuff that she'll tell you you can use if you want to put it on your social as well.
And
Um,
anything that actually, to be honest, anything that I post, anything that my hotels post, or anybody like that is, you do not need permission to use any of our photos. So in allinagents.com, there's something called Media Valet, and that is our picture library basically. And all those photos in there you can use for anything that you want.
I'm actually gonna just I'm actually just gonna show them real quickly, if you don't mind, just
No,
very
not at all.
quickly. If you can see my screen, here are the hotels that you can look up
Well,
here.
on your
And then
screen.
if you go here on the side, here is Media Valet.
You're not showing. I might have to stop sharing.
Okay. Can anybody see my screen, or is it just me that sees it?
Just
Yes,
you.
we can see it.
You can? I can't
Yeah.
see
Oh,
it.
maybe you can't, Ellen. Maybe because you're sharing?
I don't know. I'll unshare.
Thank you for that, Keisha. Um,
Oh, that's weird. Sorry.
okay, well, I'm showing them the little scrolly thing that has all the hotels on it that they can look at. I do have to say that
Oh, I know I can see it.
The Hard Rock Cabo was my favorite.
Mine too.
Um, Even though it doesn't like the beach isn't very
So,
swimmable, which is fine because I don't like the beach anyway. But the sunsets from the bars that are there are just amazing.
but you will
Um,
love the new Unico in Riviera Nayarit in Puerto Vallarta. Oh my God, it was amazing.
I've never been to Unico, so that might be one of my goals for this year.
But if you guys
Um,
see, so if you on the left where it says under all in agents, where home power agent is our direct booking, amplified rewards is the money, R&R. So all that information is in here. And then I don't see where,
it's down here.
no, the Media Valet.
Yeah, it's down here on the left.
Oh, so Media
Media Valley.
Valet is something really good for you guys. Like, as I said, if you want to do marketing or sign in, like you could get all of our wedding guys in there, photos, um, pictures, anything, promotions. So that's all in there. And as I said, you can use any of them videos are in here. you can use any of this to share with your clients.
Yes. And if you see here on the left, it's all kind of broken out for you. So it's easy to find. If you want Ava Resort, Eden Rock, Hard Rock Hotels, everything's here on the side. There's also a search where you can search for anything. And like Ellyn said, there's pictures, there's PDFs, there's videos. All of this stuff is there for you guys to use. I know a lot of you have, I don't want to say issues, but have trouble coming up with social media posts or anything like that. You can use these photos. That's why they're here for you. So you can always pick a couple photos, write a quick blurb about the hotel, and hopefully get some bookings that way.
Also, I recommend if you go onto the like, I don't know, whatever you use for social media, maybe Instagram, Facebook, whatever you use. Um, if you use like the hotel website and follow them. So say you follow Ava Resort or Hard Rock Punta Cana, whatever videos and things they post, you can share them. Or actually, I recommend saving them and then posting it as your own. But you can use all those advertisements that they use. So feel free to like, I think it's great when you follow like the hotel pages, because then you see right away what's going on.
Right. That's a great idea. And then if you save it and post it as your own, it's not linked to them, it's linked to you. So people would have to go through you as the travel agent to book.
And you can
Whereas,
always write, change your tagline, say,
right,
hey, this is James, Just Adventures, give me a call at 555-1212. You know,
right,
you put it you make it your own. Like you put this is, James email, this is whatever, however you want it, you know.
right. You put your own information on it, which again is important because then when people see that, they know to contact you. Um, but yes, definitely. I know Um, we have a marketing guy, and I know that a lot of you were asking about marketing materials. And AIC is one of the major suppliers that we work with that does offer all these materials at your disposal. So please take advantage of that.
And honestly, like, no one's you won't learn everything in one day. It takes a long time to learn everything about all the hotels and what you're doing. So, take a little time, read about them, look them up. Um, I always tell people stay off TripAdvisor because I think TripAdvisor is a place where everybody puts negative and no one rarely do you get positive. I think it's the place where everybody goes to complain. So like look through like other things besides, regarding hotels. Look at Google ratings, look at, people's family pictures, things like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And definitely do a Google search or even a Facebook or Instagram search. Because, like Ellyn said, everybody's so quick to post a negative. But there are plenty of positive out there as well.
But yeah,
Um,
especially TripAdvisor, I find.
yes, absolutely. Last call for any questions before we let you guys go. Ellyn, thank you so much. Happy New
My
Year.
pleasure.
I
Happy New Year, and thank you, everybody. Feel free to reach out. Please join the Facebook group, and I look forward to lots of business from all of you. And
absolutely.
have a great, you know, winter. I know no one wants it, but the colder and snowier it is, the better it is for business.
I was gonna say, seeing all those beaches and the warm sun made me very jealous.
So,
Thank you again so much, Ellyn. And if
my
anybody has
pleasure.
any questions, please feel free to reach out to Ellyn, or you can go on our company page in school and get Ellen's information to reach out for any questions.
Okay.
Thank you again, and everybody have a wonderful night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.